This is WVTM 13 Sports High School Huddle, sponsored by local Ford dealers.
Oh yeah, gotta love that intro by Bill Clark. Week 2 of the high school football season did not disappoint. How good is Mountain Brook? Find out tonight as they take on Minor. Plus, the Hewitt-Trussville offense is for real, but could the defense step up against Oak Mountain? And speaking of for real, after 2 impressive wins to start the year, Vestavia Hills trying to make an absolute statement, can they, against the Thompson Warriors? We begin, though, with a rivalry. The season at a turning point 2 weeks ago for the Hoover Bucks. They're 0-2 to start the year. Welcome in to week number 2 of high school football season. High School Huddle. I'm Sports Director Ryan Hennessy. The Bucks trying to get back to their winning ways against Spain Park. WVTM 13's Carrie Osip live tonight. Carrie, this one a good one for our game of the week.
No doubt about it, Ryan. It was an incredible atmosphere here in Hoover as Spain Park was hosting the Hoover Buccaneers. These two opening up regional play and hosting a pretty hot rivalry. It was a beautiful night here in Hoover for some football, and you know it's a battle for city bragging rights when Hoover Mayor Frank Mercado is in attendance. Spain Park hosting Hoover, and it was a great crowd for this one. And starting it off with the action on the field was Spain Park. Brock Bradley to Jonathan Bibbs with a strike and score. The Jaguars lead 7-0. You like that? Well, Tim Bukakis likes that. Hoover didn't take long to respond. Kamal Amerson punching it in. Hoover tying it up at 7. Wade Waldrop hoping to see some more from his Bucks, though. Before the end of the first half, they gave him that. Noah Schubach hits Jordan Woolen for a 21-yard touchdown. It's 14-7 Hoover. Often stalling a bit on both sides in the second quarter, but then Bradley throwing up the jump ball. Jumpman, that boy's up to something. It's Bo Jones hauling it in to tie the game up at 14. But the Bucks would get one more quick score before the end of the first half to lead 21-14. And this game, though, would go to the Hoover Bucks. They seal it on a defensive play, batten down a last chance for Spain Park, winning 28-20. Coach Waldrop saying, yeah, this win was something the team was planning for all week.
We expected to win this game. I mean, our kids expected to win this game. And, I don't think there's ever any doubt we were going to win this game. But we just didn't play the game the way we need to play the game. We're still growing. We're going to continue to grow. Proud of the effort, proud of the win.
All right, Carrie, thanks so much on that one. What a game so far, and what a year they've had so far. One win, the first win for the Hoover Bucks. Let's switch gears now. Vestavia Hills, the Rebels, 2-0 to start the year. What a year so far, but they gave up just 10 points in those 2 games. Tonight, Vestavia taking on a tough one. How about the Thompson Warriors winning 4 straight state titles, looking for number 5. We picked this one up in the third. Thompson's leading this one like they do a lot of games, but the Rebels trying to cut into that Warriors lead. This is an Owen Simpson field goal. He drills it from 44 yards out. It is good, but that's all the Rebels would do in the fourth quarter. 14-3 the score. Vestavia's John Paul Head picked the ball up by Caleb Harris. He returns it down to the 8-yard line. That sets up a couple plays later. The backup quarterback, Zach Sims, he can throw it, he can run it, he can find the end zone. The final in this one, 21-3. Thompson with the win. Vestavia picks up their first loss of the year. Tuscaloosa County dropped to Chelsea tonight. That was 42-21. So here's your standings in 7A Region 3. The race is still on. This one's going to be fun. Thompson, Hewitt-Trussville, Hoover, and Tuscaloosa County all 1-0 to start division play. Let's head out to Minor High. The Tigers hosting Mountain Brook. Mountain Brook was in the state title in 6A last year. Both teams 1-1. Mountain Brook gets this going early. Christopher Cooper right at the 13 cameras right there. He goes off 75 yards to the house. 7-0 Sparty. Midway through the first, the dance team with a reason to dance because the next drive, the Spartans trying to pull away. John Cooper finds Jalen Chapman in the end zone, but this guy plays for Minor, so an interception to take away the final in this one. Mountain Brook with the win, dominant 28-0. The Center Point Eagles trying to keep the momentum going. In this one, George Bates off to an undefeated start as the head coach. Eagles feeling it early. Thurman Dion Moore to Jeremiah Jackson. He soars to a 16-0 lead over Huffman. Unfortunately, things just going to get worse. Center Point on defense, and take a look at this one. It's going to be Thurman Dion for Center Point, his offense, excuse me. He's going to keep it himself right up the middle for a score. 14-0, 24-0. How about 58-0 is the final? They just kept scoring and scoring in this one. Hillcrest Tuscaloosa rocking those sweet baby blue helmets. Midway through against Northridge. Check this out. The Patriots quarterback Bryson Kimbrough, a little shake, little bake, little roll. This one could be a Play of the Week nominee. No one's stopping him. 20 yards for the score. Now we'll move on to the second half. Northridge ball, trying to get something going at all on offense, and they can't do that. Scrambling, and he's going to find a brick wall. No way. It's Jose Chisholm for a tackle right there. Ouch, that one hurts, and the score hurts as well. 48-3, the final score. Hillcrest over Northridge. Now, shout out to our hardworking crew. They kill it every single week. Let's get to more scores right here on Friday night. So far, a lot of wins and a lot of zeros. 42-0 Hartselle over Coleman. Hueytown, they're pretty good, 35-0 over Brookwood. Going to more scores on Friday night here in High School Huddle Corner. A 53-6 win, and Oxford looking good over Shades Valley, 42-13. And some more scores. Cherokee County 35-0 over Good Hope, and Anniston with a 47, almost 50 points over Munford, 47-14. More football at the high school level coming up after the break, including an early turning point for the Leads against Springville. Plus, we'll go back to 7A Region 3. Trussville trying to keep the momentum going over last week's win. Tonight, they go to Oak Mountain. Of course, we want to thank the Center Point cheerleaders. You're watching WVTM 13's High School Huddle. We'll be right back after the break.